Hey guys, welcome to Barrick Mitsubishi. My name's Josh. Today we're doing a walk around video on this beautiful, incredibly clean Ford Ranger, 2015 Ford Ranger. Starting with the front here, guys, it does have that genuine Ranger, smoked Ranger bonnet protector, which is just going to protect the bonnet and windshield from any stone chips. Just under that, it's got that big, beautiful, big Raptor grille there. It is a genuine Raptor grille with the Ford logo in the middle there and the chrome surrounding. Just under that, once again, following the Raptor grille, does continue that chrome surrounding, which just gives the car that elegance, which ties in really well with how tough this car really does look. On the headlight here, you've got that beautiful projector headlight there. Obviously gives you incredible visibility both at night and during the day if it is a very low visibility kind of day. And you've got your fog lights down there as well, just to help you see a little bit more in foggy conditions. Moving along to our first wheel here, guys. This wheel is in really good condition. It is a little bit dirty, but the wheel itself is in good condition and plenty of tread left on those genuine BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. So those tires are just going to help you get extra traction when you are off-road or even on the road. They are very comfortable to drive on. Now moving along to the first mirror here, guys. The mirrors and door handles are color coordinated with the chrome, and that just gives you just a little bit of extra visibility, so it helps other people see you. We've got a side step here for you just to help you get into this car because it is a little higher than a standard vehicle, and you have got your smoked weather shield as well on the model. Now to point out, the rear windows are tinted. I believe the front are too, but they're not as dark as the rear windows, just to keep the cabin a little cooler and give your rear passengers just a little bit more privacy. Now this car does actually have the steel sports bars that came with this model, just to give that car that little bit of extra support. Now the next wheel, guys, although it is just a touch dirty, no marks or scratches and still plenty of tread left on that tire, so really nothing to worry about. Alright, moving along to the back of this car, guys, it is absolutely massive. I'm not going to lie, this car looks incredible and it looks so tough. It does have a genuine tow ball fitted to it, so that's one less thing you have to worry about if you do need to use this car for towing. And we're just going to open it up and show you inside the tub. It does have a tub liner, a genuine tub liner with it, so that's just going to protect your tub, and once again something you don't have to worry about because the tub under it's still safe. It's not going to get scratched and it's fairly easy to fix. It does have a 12-volt socket in here as well, in case you need to plug anything into the boot, or into the tub, sorry. Alright, and moving along to the side here, it does have your 4x4 badging and these beautiful big tail lights here, just to give everyone a clear indication of when you want to turn or indicate or stop. And I will point out, it does have the fuel cover here, which is just a push to release, and it is diesel, so it's on the safe side. If you want to, once you lock the car, you can't actually open that up. Onto the next wheel, guys. Really good condition on that wheel and tire as well. Nothing really at all that I can see that needs to be pointed out. The wheel itself is in perfect condition. So moving on, just down the side of the car, once again, guys, this side of the vehicle does present in an incredible condition. Something you really need to come down and see for yourself, because honestly, the camera does not do it justice how well this car does actually present. And guys, this last wheel here, being the one that's often the hardest to see for the driver, considering the car is so big, this wheel does often get the most scratches, but I can't actually see a single scratch in this wheel, and it's really good condition. So once again, come down and see for yourself. What we're going to do now is open the bonnet and have a look at the engine. Alright guys, here we are looking at the engine of this Ford Ranger. It is a 5-cylinder 3.2 litre turbo diesel, which puts out a power rating of 147 kilowatts and 470 newton meters of torque. Now it is a 6-speed sports automatic with an 80 litre diesel fuel tank, which gives you a combined fuel consumption of 9 liters per 889 kilometers for a full tank. Alright guys, here we are inside the Ford Ranger. Just starting off on the driver's side door here, it does have all your power window controls, the front driver's side being automatic up and down, and then just up here we have our chrome door handle. Just gives the car that little bit more elegance to it, with the chrome surrounded lock and unlock buttons for all your doors. Just below that we have our headlight controls, which are automatic, so you can just leave it in automatic and let the car decide when it needs to turn them on. And just on the right indicator here we have our lane departure settings and our parking sensors as well, so all those controls are just there for you. And on the left hand side are just your wiping controls, which are also automatic, so leave it in auto, let the car do it itself. On the actual center console, in the actual cluster here, it does have two digital displays on either side of your analog tacho, which are controlled by the buttons on the screen. So the right hand side screen being controlled by obviously the right hand side controls, and the left hand screen being controlled by the left hand side controls. Now it does actually have your whole car's settings, including navigation, Bluetooth, security settings, parking sensors, lane departure settings. Everything can be actually controlled through both of these screens, so you never actually really have to touch the screen in the middle. Now on the steering wheel itself, it does have your cruise control settings and your adaptive cruise control settings, so you can adjust how far away from the car in front of you wish to cruise at. And then on the left hand side, obviously your voice control, your answer and reject, and your infotainment settings as well. Now moving on into the screen in the middle, I will show you that it does have a very clear reverse camera, which has a very clear view of the tow ball in case you want to back up to a trailer. And when you turn your wheel, it does actually have grey lines which move to tell you where you will end up if you keep reversing at that angle. Now this car does have AM, FM, digital radio, CDs, Bluetooth, USB, and AUX, and an SD card, so pretty much every option for your entertainment. So make your choice. If you're old school and you like your CDs, it's got a CD port, which not many cars have these days. Now I will mention this car does actually have sat nav and your climate control settings on the screen as well, so you can actually see what temperature your climate control is sitting at, as well as all your radio and other standard settings in there as well. Now moving into the middle, we do have our volume and power controls on the left hand side, and our tune settings on the right, with the hard buttons for your climate control just below that. Now it does have two 12-volt sockets, which once again have this very clean chrome surrounding, which you'll notice most of the dials in this car do have, and a very large storage compartment just below that, with your two USB ports, AUX and SD card ports being in there, so you can just plug it in and just slide your phone in there and just forget about it. Now below that we have our downhill descent control, rear diff lock if you need the extra traction in your rear wheels, and the traction control settings right there if you don't want any traction at all. Just below that we have our forward drive selector, which will change its forward drive mode once you're in park or neutral. And then something I will point out, if you put the car into drive and then push it to the right, you can just shift to the gears manually if that is something you wish to do. Now just below that we have two very comfortably sized cup holders and a leather wrapped hard handbrake. Behind that, a split system center console where you can store your phones or coins or whatever you need to, and a very large storage, cooled center console there, so it'll keep whatever you put in there very cool. Now while the camera person pans around the interior to show you the incredible condition this car is in, I'm just going to get the service books out and show you the incredible service history this car does have. Alright guys, this car has been consistently serviced, so 14,800, 25,000, 35,375, 39,488, and yeah, just consistent servicing. The last one being carried out at Berwick Mitsubishi. So for a car this old, for a car of this age, it does have really good books. So what we're going to do now is jump outside and wrap up the video. Alright guys, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch the walk around video. this Ford Ranger. As I said, this car is in perfect condition, and it's something you need to come down and have a look for yourself. It does actually qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, which covers you for 5 years or 200,000 kilometers on the clock, whichever comes first, on 181 different components of the car. If you want to know more about that plan or come down and test drive this car for yourself, the number to call is 990-705-555. My name is Josh, and thank you for watching.